Is China getting ready to talk or just testing the waters? After weeks of rising tensions over Donald Trump's aggressive tariffs, a new post on Chinese social media hints at quiet movement behind the scenes. US seeks talks through multiple channels. The United States has approached China for talks on President Donald Trump's 145% tariffs. That's according to a social media post by a channel affiliated with Chinese state media. It said, and I quote, "The US has proactively reached out to China through multiple channels, hoping to hold discussion on the tariff issue, citing anonymous sources." China has shown no public interest in backing down. Officials have blasted the tariffs as bullying, saying they won't stop the rise of the world's second largest economy. Instead of negotiating, Beijing has focused on rallying public and global criticism of the US move. At the same time, China has taken quiet steps to ease the blow. Reuters reported that China has drawn up a list of US products that will be exempt from its own retaliatory 125% tariffs. This includes key imports like select pharmaceuticals, microchips, and jet engines. Trump's tariffs, especially those exceeding 35%, have become too costly for many Chinese exporters. Analysts say a 50% drop in Chinese exports to the US could eventually cost 16 million Chinese jobs. Despite the stakes, China says it won't be rushed into negotiations. The foreign ministry compared yielding to the US pressure to drinking poison. Now, the social media post also added more nuance. Before the US takes any substantive action, China has no need to engage in talks with the US, it said, quoting anonymous experts. But if the US wishes to initiate contact, there is no harm at this stage for China to engage. The post concluded China needs to observe closely, even force out the US true intention to maintain the initiative in both negotiation and confrontation. Trump, in a US media interview last Friday, claimed that Chinese President Xi Jinping had called him and that talks were underway. But Beijing hit back hard. It denied any ongoing discussions and accused Washington of misleading the public. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson said on Wednesday, and I quote, "As far as I know, there have been no consultations or negotiations between China and the US on tariffs." Despite the harsh language, China has repeated one position consistently. Officials say they are open to talks, but only if they are based on equality, respect, and mutual benefit. It's worth noting that this organization is not one of China's most authoritative media outlets. Publications like Global Times, which is linked to the Communist Party's People's Daily, usually set the tone on major trade disputes. Still, Trump remains optimistic. On Wednesday, he said he believed there was a very good chance that his administration could strike a deal with China. That statement came just hours after Xi Jinping told officials to adjust to changes in the international environment, though he didn't directly mention the United States.